Alright guys, hello, and it's still, no, it's not good morning. It's been a little bit of a crazy, busy cooking day, and I was listening to audiobooks and doing house chores, but I've got the video up. In the background is the pull-up banner for who I work for, so that, just as a disclaimer, I do work as an account manager for Forex Briefcase, and what we'll go over today is just how the P&L is looking for my US account. So in total, it's about 69 flat of purchases made, and currently I think it's about 65 flat it sits at current market value. I think at the peak, I think Monday night I was up to 66, and there is some P&L here as well. So I actually haven't really taken as much of a hit, even though I am, to be fair, in tech pretty aggressively. I mean, some late entries on ARKG. Tattooed Chef, not the best entry at all. Square, I'm pretty happy with. Adobe, a so-so entry. PBW and TAN, again, so-so entries. And GNOG, probably a little bit late on GNOG as well. That was LCA as the SPAC. So again, 19.6 on the SPAC is a bit late entry, but that's at around 16 high currently. So now with the stakes, I did have a stake account, and that was the net P&L. I've rolled that into a stock on the Australian Stock Exchange, ZIP, which has sort of taken a bit of a hit. But all in all, I sort of went through everything, and look, I mean, where we're sitting, let's so feel free to pause that, and I mean, that's just honest. Now, obviously, the Aussie dollar has appreciated a little bit since then as well, so that's another thing to take into consideration. But these positions, the points of concern, I mean, obviously, the Cathie Wood situation has been discussed about, and she is obviously someone who has, had really good success, but obviously with interest rates potentially getting higher, it's going to be interesting to see how that all pans out. But I mean, I have calculated everything, and that's how we're sitting in regards to total P&L. So I took some profits on NGA. I still hold 97 shares at 11.20, so that was probably one of my better trades. But just going through things, I've definitely evaluated that. Tattooed Chef especially, and then ARKG as well, late to the party, and TAN and PBW. TAN and PBW I'll happily hold longer term. ARKG, they are vulnerable to predatory, I guess, squeezing of Cathie Wood's positions in regards to what she holds, and there's a lot of plays that are pre-revenue and the like, so obviously I'll be updating everyone on that. But the raw P&L is down 3,200, and then we've got the net P&L is from that, and I still hold some shares in that as well. So that was that. Now the net P&L is obviously taking into consideration capital gains tax. I was just having a look at it, and that's the situation. And obviously the brokerage and everything as well. I think I put that in there as well as the net position. So as well as stake, but just disregard the stake. So Adobe especially is really taking a beating. Earnings is coming up though. Anyway, guys, let's get to the charts now. I'll just save this up here. Now Jerome Powell is talking on Monday afternoon US time, so very early in the morning, Tuesday for us here in Australia. And here, let's get the NASDAQ up. I do follow things quite a bit in regards to what's going on in the States and everything like that, and now let's actually bring up the right NASDAQ. I'm sorry guys, I don't mind AONE. So that's how it's looking on the daily chart, and I guess right now I haven't trimmed any positions. Obviously, I'm a little bit down from where I was, but I would say, just reviewing the situation, we did have a significant correction. A lot of the stocks are down in the tech sector. Tesla, even Apple's taken a bit of a kabooshing. So, next week is going to be pretty critical to see what happens. But the market does have in its mind, as we've seen, that, things are going to get heated in regards to inflation pressures sooner than the Fed are really talking about. But we'll see how things go. And, I haven't overdone it in any positions, but like I said, though, I am definitely aware my positioning on ARKK and ARKG, I was too late really into the cycle. So, lessons learned, I'm very critical of myself. If you've been following me for a while, you'd see obviously what's happened in my life and how I freed up some capital selling a property and things like that. So, none of this stuff was meant to be a day trading type thing, or, the swing trading stuff is the SPACs. I mean, I still hold NGA and BFT, and, really, I might have to get a reality check and maybe roll out of GNOG and Tattoo Chef is what I'm thinking. But for entries, now I wanted this video to be short, but once I get going, so I still watch PLTR, AONE as well. It's got a lot of potential, so I was up a little bit, but for that I'd need to get out. I'm not going to add anything in to my US account. I mean, currently I'm sitting at about 65,000 USD, and what I put in was 69, closer to 70. So I've taken profits on NGA, and that's it. Seagrow, I did get out of Seagrow, and I put that into Apple, and I got an Apple later with that. So I got in about 10 grand with Seagrow, and I have got out of this position. I got out of this position at 14.08. I got into 14.16. So you can see, it's probably around here, and it's so that was pretty good. The reasoning behind that was I was too, it is a SPAC as well. So they're supporting a company involved with LiDAR technology. But I was too heavily involved in that. A SPAC is quite speculative. I had too much capital. I unwound that, and then I got an Apple. I got an Apple at 132. And you'll see that in the Excel sheet. So, I mean, I'm not hiding away from anything. That's, bring it up. Just want to verify. Yeah, so I got out of Seagrow at 14.06 for a small loss. So as you can see, I have good moments and then obviously not so good. But I mean, Tattoo Chef, I do have a longer term thesis on this. Beyond Meat is a company that is trading quite high, and that they're similar in regards to Tattoo Chef, but the entry was quite late. So, but I still hold this. And Square actually got beat down a little bit. That was sitting pretty, and I was up on that. So that's, come down a little bit. And then GNOG as well. So GNOG's at 16 mid. And again, that was a little bit high, but I still see some potential in that. So there's really no strong points of concern. But if I do roll out of these, what I'd be looking to get into would be not Seagrow. It would be AONE or PLTR. And you can see, so AONE is a SPAC, and then PLTR, which Kathy Wood is a pretty big fan on, is another one. But again, I want to see how the market digests, what's coming up next week, and then we'll go from there. All right. Anyway, guys, that is the video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.